Hey guys, Deja Vu here and welcome back to the channel. So we just finished up an absolutely crazy war in CWL eSports where it was Aphelion versus SMB Charlie. And if you guys follow my channel, then you know I used to play in Sticks and Ball and I did end up leaving for Aphelion. So this was like a civil war for me and it was epic. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show the replays that helped us get the win in today's war, and we're going to break them down so you guys can use these attack strategies in your own clans. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get into the first replay, and you can see we did have 1 stars on both sides of the map, so this was just all around a crazy war. Really good game to SMB, nothing wrong with a little friendly competition. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at my triple first, and then we'll take a look at the other ones. Let's see here, I ended up hitting Better Call Sal, and before we go ahead and play it, let me actually show you what my plan was, and I'll tell you why I decided to go with this attack strategy, because I think the most important thing is base identification. You guys need to look at bases when you're in war and figure out which strategy is best to break down this base. So I'm going to show you how I broke down this base right here. I did decide to go with miners. We all know hybrid is really popular right now, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you why I decided to go with miners and not hybrid or hog riders, because there is some certain things you're looking for. So let me go ahead and draw what my plan was, and I'll explain all of that to you. Okay, so we can see this base pretty spread out base. I mean, you could probably Yeti smash this base. I personally don't like Yetis because you just can't control them. You just spam them in and whatever happens happens. Like hybrid, like hog rider, stuff like that where you queen charge, it's just more controlled and it just takes a little bit more skill. But if you can learn it, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have a way better hit rate. Okay, so what I wanted to do is basically I want to charge my queen into this section right here. Why do I want to do that? Because I can jump in. I probably could have wall broke, but I wanted to be safe because I wanted to make sure the queen gets the town hall. So I did end up bringing the jump spell. So the queen would come into here, jump, basically take out the town hall, get all this stuff, and that is a lot of value. Getting the eagle and the town hall. The thing that was annoying is I do have like this sweeper right here that kept pushing my healers. So that was a little bit of annoying, but that was a risk I was willing to take. So remember, when doing a queen charge, the first thing we have to make sure is we funnel the queen so she goes where you want her to go. So if I just put the queen down, she would just go wherever. She obviously wouldn't walk into this little alleyway right here. So what is the best way to funnel in this situation? I always say in my videos, you want to try to make the funnel as cheap as possible, meaning like with the least amount of troop space. So right here you can see I ended up using a baby dragon to funnel this side. Honestly, I probably didn't even need a baby dragon. I could have used a wizard, but I didn't know if there was going to be some Teslas up there, so it's better to play it safe. So baby dragon up there to take that out, and then I was going to do a few loons over here to take this side out. Three or four loons was enough to take out the cannon and the archer tower, as long because there was no Teslas over there. I think there was like one. If there would have been like all Teslas over here, that's why I had 6 loons. I would have had a few extra, and I would have made sure that the funnel was secure, because that is the most important thing. Because if your queen walks, then I mean there's nothing you can do. So that side's funnel. The queen's gonna walk in here, take that out. So let's see, if since that is gone, let me delete this and let's zoom in over here. Okay, so let's say this whole section is gone from the queen charge, right? That's all out. So you can see we have a pretty natural path in the base once that's gone. We can put the king over here to take out this section. I think I end up, hold on, let me delete that. All right, this section's gone. You can put the king over here to take this out, okay? And then I put the SB over on the left-hand corner to take this out. Make sure when you're putting down your siege barracks, you want to put it down so it's out of range. So I made sure it was out of range of this mortar because you want all those wizards to spawn out. So that side's funneled and this side's funneled. And then basically all I did was send the miners straight through. They have a nice straight path. And like I said, I was going to tell you the reason why I went with all miners. Let me go ahead and delete this and zoom in. You can see right here we have the queen, we have the grand warden, and we have the royal champion. And remember guys, hog riders don't attack the heroes. So when going in the all heroes like that, I tend to go with all miners because it just helps get the heroes down a little bit faster. I was able to use the warden ability over the scatter shot and everything, and miners were able just to tear through. So let's go ahead and play it, and let's see how it plays out. All right, let's see here. Go ahead and speed it up. Oh, hold on. All right, so you see I put the loon down. Always put the cocoa loon with your baby dragons. Wait, let me delete that. All right, like I said, always put the cocoa loon with your baby dragon, because if you put that baby dragon down and you end up hitting a Sam, that is not what you want to do. They do not get along. All right, and then I put the 2 loons over here, take out the cannon. I tried to put the loons down so they would target the archer tower first, but since the way the cannon was positioned, it was kind of hard, but so the archer tower didn't end up going down. But I see my baby dragon still has a lot of health. There's no Teslas over there, so the baby dragon should be able to get it done. Let's see. This war just actually ended like 5 minutes ago, and I hopped right on to record this video for you guys. Okay, so queen's stepping up, taking out the cannon, and that is a perfect funnel. Look at this. There is nowhere else for the queen to go. Make sure you always secure that funnel. Queen's going to walk in right where I want her. You're going to see, though, like I said, this sweeper right here, it was really annoying. It just kept pushing my healers back. But like I said, it was a risk I was willing to take for all that value, getting the town hall, getting the eagle. I did end up bringing 2 freezes. That was actually something I wasn't sure about. I didn't know if I should bring 2 freezes or an extra rage for the queen charge. The reason why I brought 2 freezes is, you can see, look at the town hall radius. I knew once that town hall got to activate it, it was going to roast my healers. And that's one of the most important things when doing a queen charge. You want to save your healers at any cost. Hold on to your healers as long as possible. So the freezes were worth it. You're going to see the town hall is going to get activated and just start roasting them. Let's see, freeze right on point. Hold on to those healers at any cost, because even if your queen ends up dying, you can get a healer switch onto your miners or hogs, and it just helps them push through even more and get extra value with the troop space. Okay, so king doing his work over on the right side. Started the siege barracks. So you can see the funnel's made, putting the miners in. Just make sure that funnel is secure before you send your miners in, because remember, miners are different from hog riders. They will just go to any building on the map. They don't just go for defenses like those hog riders do. If you're on a base where you can't get the funnel down, then that's why you want to go with all hog riders, because then you don't have to worry about funneling both sides out. In this situation, I was able to funnel. And look at those miners just tear through those heroes. RC over there to support them. Ends up using the RC ability. That single is, not single, that multi is pretty annoying. Let's see, he gets it down. Guys, this was a really close attack, though. You can see all the Teslas ended up popping out on the right side. And not only that, but we had so many storages. Look at all these storages. Honestly, guys, I was sure that this was going to be a time fail, but ended up pulling it out. The reason is because the queen charge took so long. Remember, this is a one-hit format war, so I wanted to make sure that queen was going to get down that town hall, because if something goes wrong, you just got a full send straight into that town hall. It's most important that you always get the 2-star. And there you go, guys, a triple. Not only that, but these CWL esport wars, ain't like you can just attack. These are an hour wars, and it's alternate attacking. If you guys don't know what that means, it means like at 50 minutes the first person attacks, and then after the first person attacks, you go in after that, and then you guys keep taking turns. So you have to plan pretty fast. Comment down below and let me know, do you like these CWL 5v5 wars? Because I'll definitely show more of them if you guys enjoy them. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the next attack. And the next attack we're going to take a look at is coming from Casper. And this queen charge was absolutely insane. Wait till you see all of the value she got. So let's see here. She ended up attacking number 2, which is Breeze. It's not easy being breezy, right? All right, so let's see how she gets this done. Let me go ahead and explain what the plan is. Actually, guys, comment down below. Let me know, do you like it better where I just show the attacks and I talk about it as the attack goes? Or do you like where I kind of explain what we're thinking first? I think I like that a little bit better, because it just shows like what we were thinking when we saw the base. Actually, guys, when we first saw this base, we were actually thinking of a Yeti bats. I just did a video on Yeti bats that I'll go and link above, because that's also an OP strategy that is like really strong right now. And the reason we were thinking Yeti bats at first is because you could see we have a wizard tower and an inferno down here where we could have got some good freeze value, and then we had another scatter and wizard tower where we could have got like even more freeze value, and the bats would have been able just to take this whole bottom side. But it was a little bit sketchy because of the way these are like spread apart, and Casper is more of a hybrid person, not a Yeti smash person, so it was still able to get it done with hybrid. Hybrid is just, it's super OP right now. Honestly, guys, this is the strategy you want to learn. It's probably the best one in the game. All right, so let's see what she was thinking. She gets some crazy value with this queen charge. Basically, what she wanted to do was charge the queen into here and get down the eagle, get down the scatter shot, get down the town hall, get down the queen, get down the CC, get down the king. That is just absolutely insane. Honestly, guys, in my opinion, she should have went with all hog riders, because she's taking down all the heroes. Anytime you can get down all the heroes, then go with all hog riders. But she didn't know how much value her queen was going to get, so she wanted to play it safe with the miners in case she had to send into the town hall, because, guys, like I said before, the most important thing is securing that 2-star. All right, so let's delete that. Well, actually, let me keep that. So she wants to funnel this side. Remember, like I keep saying, you want to make the funnel as cheap as possible. So this air defense isn't really a problem. Send 2 loons in. It should get the drop on the mortar with the baby dragon can funnel out this side. Okay, and then we can funnel out that side, send the queen in, and you're going to see she's using those new super wall breakers. Those new super wall breakers, they are absolutely insane. Probably the best super troop. She's going to do a double wall break. Guys, one thing you have to be careful, like that I see a lot of people doing, is you can see the wall is open a little bit right here. If she would have sent the wall breaker like too far over, it would have ended up running over here, because if the wall's open, the super wall breaker won't go for it. Okay, so if the queen's getting all this value over here, basically, right? Queen's getting all of that. She's going to end up sending her hybrid in the wrap around, and she has a nice little L-shaped path. Whenever you're using hybrid, you want to either get like a narrow path, a straight path like I did on the last attack, or you want to get like this nice little L shape. That is what you're going for. So let's go ahead and play it, and let's see how she gets it done. So let's see here, starting with the loons on the mortar, and 2 loons is enough to get the drop on that mortar. So that's a pretty cheap funnel there. 2 loons to take out a mortar. Good base identification. It's not in range of the air defense, so 2 loons should always be enough to take out a defense like that. Baby dragon doing some work. Queen stepping up, taking out the storage. Queen is going to fight the king. Remember, guys, the queen and the king, they just do not get along. Don't ask me why. It is a long history. So the queen is going to fight the king, but no worries, guys. The queen will be able to take out the king pretty easily. There's not that many defenses on her. So what is that king going to do? Especially with that rage, the queen is really angry when she's raged up like that. So the king is not a problem. We do find some Teslas on the top left side. Baby dragon is able to take him down, and this attack is just going beautifully. Look at that double wall break, guys. With super wall breakers, anybody can wall break. Even people like me, which are like huge noobs, even I could do double wall breaks with these super wall breakers. You guys gotta give them a try. They are pretty insane. Okay, so queen stepping up. She is going against that scatter shot. Those scatter shots are pretty annoying. Okay, guys, I don't know if I mentioned this, but remember, when using hybrid, there is some key targets we're looking for. So we're looking to get down at least like the eagle or the town hall. We're looking to get down some heroes, but the main thing you want to make sure you take out is that enemy clan castle. If you don't take out that enemy clan castle, it is going to be a big problem for your hybrid on the back end. So always make sure you plan your queen charge where that CC is going to get pulled, or if you're doing a Yeti bomb, make sure that CC is going to get pulled. Remember, guys, Yeti mites do not pull enemy CCs anymore. Taking out that town hall, healers are not in range, so she doesn't need a freeze, unlike how I did on my attack. So that's pretty nice. Let's see, how much longer is the queen going to make it? The queen does go down, but guys, look at this. This is really important. I want to show you this, and this is like something I don't see a lot of people planning for. So you plan your queen charge, you plan your hybrid, that's all good. But guys, remember, healers take a lot of space in your army, so you want to get as much value with them as possible. So look at this. The queen ends up going down right here, and then the way she's sending in her hybrid, the healers are able to switch and travel this way because there's no air defenses or any defenses on him that will take him down. So she's gonna get so much more value out of those heroes. That is just out of those healers. I'm sorry. That's insane. So let's see, hybrid moving in. Let me go ahead and delete this so you guys can see. All right, hybrid doing some work, taking down the inferno, going to the air defense. Look at that royal champion. I don't know about you guys. Comment down below. I love the new royal champion. It is definitely a game changer. She is so fun to use. Not only that, but just changes up the game at Town Hall 13. If you guys are not at Town Hall 13 yet, then you better start grinding. All right, so let's see. Does hit a giant bomb, which is pretty annoying. Still has the king at the bottom. Look at that king staying up the entire, I don't know if he stays up the entire attack, but staying up pretty long in the raid is some good value. Healer still alive. Does end up hitting a Sam. Those Sams do not like those healers, so one does end up dying. Make sure you guys upgrade your traps at Town Hall 13. It's really important that you upgrade your Sams because it can kill one healer, and that is so much value. People underestimate upgrading their traps, but I would definitely do that if you're still upgrading your base. And there you go, guys, another triple from Casper. It's looking like hybrid basically got this win for us. We're going to take a look at one more replay, and then we'll call it a day. All right, guys, so last but not least, the attack from Joker. And you guys might think the name sounds familiar. That's because Joker is one of the people for Aphelion that's going to be going to Poland for the World Championship. So pretty exciting stuff. So we're going to get an early sneak peek of how he does his attacks and what he's thinking. So let's go ahead and take a look at this base. Unlike the last two replays, he approaches this a little bit different. Remember, the last two ones, we both queen charged the town hall. So guys, I want to tell you, you don't always have to get down the town hall in the queen charge. Some people think they do. You do not. In this situation, he's gonna use two baby dragons to funnel out this side and the funnel out that side. You guys are starting to see a pattern. Those little baby dragons, they are great for funnels because they only cost 10 troop space and they get a lot of work done, especially if they're not in range of an air defense. So funnel out that side, and he's basically just going to send his queen into here, queen charge this side. He's going to get down that scatter shot. He's going to get down that annoying enemy clan castle. Remember, guys, I told you that clan castle will be an issue, so you want to make sure he gets that down. So that's why he's queen charging over here. He's basically going to take down this whole section right here with the queen, and you're gonna see something does go wrong right in the beginning. He has to burn his ability and the attack is still able to make it through. Okay, so charge that side. So let's see, this is all gone. Remember, guys, we're looking for that either narrow path or L-shaped path. So where do we have a path on the base if that section's gone? He's going to go straight into the town hall because remember, guys, I keep saying this, you want to make sure you secure that 2-star. So going straight into the town hall, make sure you get that 2-star, and it's with a chance of a 3. So going into the town hall, and we have this nice little L shape, just like on the last attack, and it's just great. If you have that, if the queen gets the job done, then the hybrid is usually always has enough push to make it through. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and play it, and let's see how Joker gets it done. All right, should be starting with the baby dragons. Let's see here. Took a second to start, didn't he? What was he doing? All right. Puts the loon down, puts the baby dragon down on the left side, puts another loon. Always put those cocoa loons. Another baby dragon, and just look at those baby dragons doing work. Honestly, probably could even use a wizard on one of those sides to funnel the queen in. Again, using those super wall breakers. They are just so awesome. I love using them. He did bring an extra one just in case something went wrong. He probably only needed one. All right, guys, watch this, though. This is where something goes wrong. He had to put down the rage spell a little bit earlier. That scatter shot fired on the queen, and she just wasn't able to make it through. Puts the rage down a little bit late. Guys, don't be scared to always put down your rages a little bit early. It's better to be safe than sorry, and your queen ends up dying, and then you're pretty much, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, so we have some archers coming out of the clan castle. We have a witch. Guys, I've done this myself. Anytime there's a witch in the clan castle, make sure you guys are really careful about how you drop your poison spell. There's been so many times where a witch comes out. I see the skeleton spawn. I get a little bit nervous. I put the poison down, and the witch is still on, like, too far away from the skeletons, and she doesn't end up being in range of the poison, and she just keeps spawning those skeletons, and if that happens, your queen is probably not going to make it, so don't be a noob like me. Okay, so hybrid going in, using hybrid, just like the last attacker. Let's see, moving in. Should be able to take out the town hall. It still has the warden ability. You want to warden over that giga bomb because otherwise your little hog riders are not going to make it. They will not last over that bomb. Okay, so look at that freeze effect for the new max town hall 13. There is a freeze effect. So they get frozen for a couple seconds, but they're able to push through with the warden ability. Royal Champion still doing work over here. Does find a giant bomb. Guys, another little tip for you when using hybrid. I know I've said this before, but when you put your heal spells down, look how he puts his heal spells down. Like, say you get nervous and your troops hit a giant bomb. Don't just throw your heal spell down on top of your troops. You want to put it down so your troops are running into the heal spell because then you get more value and they're in the heal spell even longer. So that's how you want to do it. I see a lot of people making that mistake. They hit a bomb and they get a little bit nervous. You guys definitely don't want to do that. Still has a Yeti over here. Where'd that Yeti come from? Oh, the Yeti. Oh, yeah, the Yeti came from the siege barracks. And there you go, guys. Another triple hybrid getting it done for Aphelion today. A great win. And let me just say, really good game, the SMB. And as always, guys, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.